Sims, and it is time for this week's Dope Media Report. Coming out of a special report featured on NBC News, United States Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas has stated that federal laws against marijuana may no longer be necessary. Now, in 2005, the U.S. Supreme Court made a ruling upholding federal laws making marijuana possession illegal. The problem with this, as Justice Thomas has so eloquently stated, is that it's sort of a half-in, half-out approach. There are some fines being imposed on some marijuana businesses, and there are fines that are not being imposed on other marijuana businesses. So there's really no way from a federal perspective to regulate this industry. And so what he's stating is that, these laws may no longer be necessary. That was 2005. We're now in 2021. More than 1/3 of the country has already agreed to legalize marijuana. More than 4/3 of the country have already decided to approve medical marijuana. So as we are making more strides as an individual nation to legalize marijuana across the board, I tend to agree with Justice Thomas in that these federal laws against marijuana prohibition may no longer be necessary. So as always, we know that is in the hands of individuals that run our government, and so we'll keep you posted as more information is made available. And coming out of Oklahoma, a murder case involving a cannabis entrepreneur, a black cannabis entrepreneur, is actually placing a spotlight on race and security. Now, LaRue Bratcher is actually awaiting trial after he shot and killed a man, a white man, allegedly trying to break into his cultivation facility. Now, Oklahoma State does have a stand your ground law in place. However, because Mr. Bratcher was operating his cultivation facility with an expired license, he's come under a bit of legal hot water. And so if convicted, he does face either life in jail or the death penalty in Oklahoma. So we'll keep you posted. We know that there are issues of security when it pertains to getting these cultivation facilities because it's very expensive. We know how costly it is to get into the cannabis industry. And so for those who have a desire to reach it, and that's really the reason why he actually has an expired license, is because it costs more than $100,000 for him to actually renew the paperwork. So, he did keep operating sort of under the gun. So he's currently awaiting trial. As more information is made available about this case, we'll definitely keep you posted. And it just continually sparks that conversation about race in the cannabis industry as well as security. For these cultivation facilities, we have to have a way to protect them. And these business owners and operators have to be able to afford what's necessary and what's needed to protect their business and their livelihood. So that is all for this week's Dope Media Report. As always, we invite you to stay connected with us on our blog, cannabiscuits.com. Follow us on all social media at canna_biscuits and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search Cannabiscuits TV. That's all for this week's Dope Media Report. We will see you next time.